think it's important for us to figure out ways to build and distribute wealth within our communities so that we can continue to sustain ourselves.
In a world that makes it difficult for people to access time, space, material, and energy, co-ops enable one or groups of people to be able to access those things much more easily, much more abundantly than they could have otherwise.
What you have is you have a community here that wants to contribute, that wants to do positive, that wants to give back. No resources.
I found out about this thing called the co-op economy. I was like, okay, that sounds good. I like a community where I want to reinvest my money back into my community.
In 2016 and 2017, the Philadelphia Area Cooperative Alliance brought together 20 groups to build cooperative businesses. Drawing inspiration and insight from the history of African American co-ops, groups spent 6 months learning, brainstorming, and dreaming to create collective visions for their cooperative businesses. Together, groups formed the foundations of establishments that will contribute to and enrich communities, families, and cities.
Co-ops have been in every era, every people, every population, every continent to make life better, both to survive and to prosper, and finding ways to solve their own problems by controlling their own resources, connecting with other people, and using that power to leverage an economy together.
I was talking to someone who was complaining about a corner store. They wanted us to work to shut it down, and I said, why don't we own any of the corner stores? Historically, why don't we own any corner stores? And so the idea of it, just giving the community a chance to own something that they can use, and not always be a consumer, but to be an owner and a consumer, is really my main reason for wanting to do this.
Being one of 13, so I'm number 11, that lucky number. We know what it means to be inclusive. We know what it means to be organized. To me, that's what co-op represents, like a family community that you want to always see your family thrive. I think that allowed us to be able to bring out our talents that we each individually possess. Of course, her with lead bookkeeping, me with marketing. Jabril is very good with organizing, keeping track of things, and Christina is good with everything.
Habíamos trabajado para un contratista grande en Old City. Nos contrató como subcontratistas, pero el ambiente estaba muy pesado. El dueño no era muy simpático con nuestros compañeros. Era un poquito grosero, era muy pesado. Entonces renunciamos al trabajo un día porque él estaba regañando a uno de mis compañeros, le estaba gritando de cosas, y muy enojado, y a mí no me gustó cómo nos estaba hablando a uno de nuestros compañeros que también trabajaba con nosotros. Entonces digo, mis compañeros, vámonos, renunciamos al trabajo ese día. Y poco a poco se vinieron pasando. ¿Sí? Y cuando nos dimos cuenta ya éramos como 10. Todos los que trabajaron ahí terminaron trabajando con nosotros. En muchas maneras funcionamos como una cooperativa, pero no somos una cooperativa formal. Para mí lo más importante es que sigamos funcionando como una familia.
Cada día uno va mejorando y eso es lo más importante, ¿no? Aprender y a lo mejor enseñar un poquito a los que van llegando y todo eso, ¿verdad? Porque como les digo, no todos venimos sabiéndolo y lo vamos aprendiendo poco a poco. Y es lo que me gusta de que aquí nos ponen a hacer, mientras que tenga uno la gana de hacerlo, nos ponen a hacerlo.
I am a developing member of Serenity Solar. We want to start a co-op that focuses on solar installations in the North Philly market. We want to incorporate training and hiring folks out of the North Philly area to work in renewable energy, a profession that normally would be inaccessible to them. And at the same time, we wanted to see if we can provide low-cost renewable energy to residents in this area.
the sun captures. It's then converted in here. It's measured here, and then it goes out here to pico. And so this is a marriage. North Philadelphia is often a reflection of disproportionate exchange of power, racial inequity, gender inequity, economic inequity, just all these inequalities. Serenity Solar is about reclaiming the community so that everyone's voice matters. Not just those who have a lot of money or more money than the rest of us, but everyone's voice actually makes a difference.
We are forming the Kensington Cooperative Tool Library. Like you would expect, you come and you rent tools. It's all about fostering community, teaching each other how to use tools. So we came to Home Depot today to see how they run their tool rental services. I think a lot of times when we're focusing on creating corporate businesses or even just small businesses, there's no succession plan built in. When you have multiple members that own the business, even if one member leaves, the business is still going to stay in that community and it's going to be rooted there.
As people who've been working in the nonprofit sector, we feel like having this co-op would first allow us to invest more of our time and energy in building with our community instead of worrying about the needs to sustain our program, because this would serve as a source of income for us, but as a way to also claim the land, right? As a way to make a statement that, okay, this is our community and we are here and we occupy space that should belong to the people.
So here at Resilient Roots Community Farm is the heart of the work that we do at Viet Lead. Here the elders teach the young folks how to garden, and then the young folks then teach younger folks, and then just greater community how to grow.
Nosotros regularmente trabajamos en la construcción. Algunos no nos quieren pagar, lo que es mejor conocido como el robo de salarios. Pues nos enteramos por vecinos, por los medios de comunicación, que existen cooperativas. Pues nos hemos enterado en que es una de las formas de enfrentar al capitalismo o al imperio. Tenemos la fe y la esperanza de crecer y sobrevivir como seres humanos.
After 6 months of study, co-ops and community members came together at the co-op teach-in. Drawing on lessons from each other, our ancestors, and our histories, co-op members shared and celebrated what they had learned as they prepared themselves for the joys and challenges to come.
It's going to take all of us to build a more just and cooperative economy. If we're going to work together, we all need to notice and act against the oppression that divides us. These forms of oppression are bigger than all of us. They're the water that we swim in, and we have to choose every single day to swim against that current.
So usually with libation, there is plant and there is water, and we pour the water into the plant, just honoring those ancestors. Harriet Tubman, Ashe. W.E.B. Du Bois, Ashe. Ella Baker, Ashe.
Those of us who are thinking and living cooperatively, we will be able to coexist by bargaining and trading with each other, and by making sure and maintaining that each of us have what we need.
We're out here just reconnecting to each other and, you know, learning how to relate to each other in a different way.
Estamos empezando con casas pequeñas, ¿no? A lo mejor en el futuro podemos levantar algo, ¿no? O un edificio o hacer construcciones nuevas. Bueno, es nuestra visión, se puede decir.
And right now, people really have to use their voices and find an alternative to what we have been living, you know.
Absolutely.
And so I feel like this is an opportunity to come in on the ground level on a fair playing field.
Si alguien ve este video y está interesado en superarse y pelear por sus derechos, pues que se una junto con nosotros a luchar por los mismos.
We use co-ops. We can establish a progressively self-supporting economy. Nobody can leave us behind, right? Nobody can make us poor, right? We can control, and it can be unstoppable.